and show my face. Great. I am super excited about our call tonight. And just in discussing the call with everybody involved, I know you guys are going to get great value tonight. So without wasting any time, we're going to get straight into it. And I am super excited to invite our first coach that is going to be speaking to you about her flow. Ooh, I saw this beautiful video. We're going to show this. It's just 1 minute clip. Let's watch this one.
Did you know that our brains use more energy than any other organ in our body? Up to 20% of our total energy needs? Our brains like to go on autopilot, so we are hardwired to form habits, whether they are good for our health or not. Habits, once formed, are hard to break. The good news is, if we identify the cues that trigger less healthy habits, we can insert new actions in response to that cue. But this requires work and support. Habit formation doesn't happen overnight. It requires practice and the exercising of those new actions. This is where a coach comes in. The support a coach provides is critical to sustainable behavior change because they not only help you explore and discover the cues that trigger certain behavior, but they also build your confidence to sustain healthier habits. Every day, our independent distributors coach their customers to identify cues and exercise new actions to lead them to their personalized nutrition goals, because we believe in lasting results.
Hey, isn't that a nice one? Okay, I just thought we'd share that one because that's what us as coaches are all about, supporting our customers to have amazing results. And look at these amazing results. And also one of our top producers over the last few years, every month, she's the one to beat. So over to you, Coach Amu. Let's give it to them.
Hi there, everyone. Congratulations for being on the call tonight. I'm going to learn a lot. I can't wait for the speakers coming up. But just to quickly introduce myself, my name is Amari. I have a background as a teacher. I really loved my job. I really enjoyed what I did. But I lacked energy and I really struggled to get to my desired weight. So the picture you see there in the beginning next to there in the black, everyone's almost black, but in any case, you guys can see the chubby cheek photo. So that was just before Herbalife. So I literally just got onto the products because I was training like crazy. Nothing happened to my body and I was desperate. Got onto the products within my first month, dropped 6 kgs because my coach was exceptional. I really gave it to my coach. Her follow-up was amazing and everything, but we are going to touch on that just now. So my first products I bought full price. After that, I signed up for the discount because my husband's a financial manager and everything has to be on point when it comes to finances, and we had to sort it out in the budget. Right throughout my journey, used the products, got crazy results after having a little girl, and I'm still enjoying the products. I could breastfeed on all the products, and yeah, I was just amazed at what the products can do for us. Actually busy with our 10-day breakthrough and hoping for some new results. But let's get into the nitty-gritties, guys, because tonight we are going to talk about the first line of income. You want to be either a rich senior consultant, a rich qualified producer, or a rich supervisor, or above. You want to constantly make good retail profit. The reason why I started with my retail profit or getting customers, because I wanted to use more products and our budget just didn't allow it. So now a lot of you might be brand new to the business. A lot of you might be in the business and you're stuck or whatever. But tonight we have 4 coaches explaining literally where they get their customers, what do they do with them, and what happens after that. So my flow, where I get most of my customers is on social media. I constantly, you guys can go follow me on Instagram or on Facebook. You won't see a lot of Herbalife in my feed, but you will see a lot of Herbalife in my stories. Because constantly, remember, your story is like people watching a show. They constantly want to see what you are up to. So every day you will see my shake, you will see my snacks. I try to be as consistent as possible, but that is one thing that I really aim to be at, because in social media, they say um, consistency creates curiosity. You don't want to be too much Herbalife, but you want to make them as curious as possible so that they can contact you, so that you can actually give value to them and then start a conversation. So social media is a big playing field for me. I go into groups like mommy groups or running groups or groups like that. Then I start connecting with the people, just talking live first, maybe posting, hi guys, my little girl doesn't want to sleep through the night. Any tips? I am getting value from the post, but when all the mommies start commenting, I go and message them personally. I say, oh my word, thank you so much for your input, and I can start a conversation. That's a fresh lead for me. If you have some extra money, I also sometimes run a Facebook ad. You need a Facebook page for that, but it's not necessary because there's so many platforms that you can get prospects and leads from on social media that you do not need to pay for. So that is one thing. We branded our car. Guys, I've gotten so many calls of people stopping me next to the robot or just seeing me climb out of the car and come tapping me on the shoulder. So the car branding is really working at the moment. So really thankful for that. Even if you just want to get magnets for your car, if you've got a car or whatever, put a magnet on. I think it's like $4.50, and then you just put magnets on both sides. That also works. You don't have to go like extravagant like we did. A boot camp or a fit camp or a running club or anything you want to invite people to is also a great platform. So we've got our boot camp running a Tuesday and a Thursday and a Monday and a Wednesday as well, depending on how the people want to come. And what the big thing is there is when you have a boot camp, remember why you are having the boot camp. Because when I started with boot camps a while back, I was so focused on boot camp, I started forgetting about Herbalife within my boot camp. So we revisited everything. We started sampling more. Every boot camp, we invite them either to a 21-day challenge or anything like that. So a lot of our boot campers currently are on the products, but it's a very nice thing to invite people to. It's sometimes easier to invite them to a free exercise session where they accidentally find out about Herbalife than to pitch them the business or pitch them the products. Sampling is king, guys. I always, when someone shows a little bit of interest and they're close to me, sample immediately. Always a shake, always a tea and a aloe. That's like my basics. I invite them to 21 days, so I post a lot about 21 days on my WhatsApp status and all of that. My name list is not exhausted yet, and I can't believe that anyone's on here's name list are exhausted, because your name list can never be exhausted, because all of those people in your name list know people. So you can go ask for referrals from your name list. You can go crazy. So this is where I find my people. Now what now? Also, you can go to our next slide. Now, when I get my people, first thing I do is I sample. What if they're far? Then I would use social media. I would maybe do a video call with them or a Zoom meeting and invite them maybe to what we now have in place, our breakfast club. But before the breakfast club, I would literally just invite them to either BBS or an HOM on a Thursday evening. And most of the people that's far, they don't even sample, they just buy the stamp because they've seen the results that other people get. So I really focus on results. So if someone tells me they're on weight gain, then I would send them, oh my word, check the weight gain pictures of our team. And then I send them through a few weight gain images so that they see the product results is amazing. So I'm showing them what they can achieve. And then after that, we take them to the pricing and what's all that. When I've got someone interested in the products, I do a mini wellness evaluation with them. Guys, I don't have like a fancy paper with a lot of questions on. I literally jot down, I ask them, what do they currently have for breakfast? How are their energy levels throughout the day? What do they currently snack on? What do they have for lunch? What do they have for dinner? And what do they have after dinner? Are they snacky after dinner? And how's the energy levels? And how's the water drinking? And how do they sleep at night? So from the answers I get, I can say, okay, so this guy lacks energy. I bring in the tea. This guy, they don't eat a protein-based breakfast or protein-based lunch. I bring in my shakes. So with the question or the answers that I get from our wellness evaluation, and I don't give them a list of stuff. I literally, in my conversation, I bring out stuff like that. I would send them the voice and say, oh, please just share a typical day in your life for me. Not a good day, a normal day, because they tend to say, oh, but I usually have this for a snack and I usually have this. But then I say, is that like your everyday? Or why are you coming to me? Because you're obviously coming for a reason. And then all the slab chips comes out, or the late night snacking with the chocolates or whatever. Finding their goal or discussing their goal is vitally important for me. I also jot that down. I literally started a goal book for all my customers and my members because I really struggle to remember it all. So I would literally have, let's say Renee comes to me, I would have Renee, I would have lose weight, 10 kgs. I would put a time date to it. If she wants to get married in October or whatever, then I actually had a girl today that's going to get married October, Renee, ek weet. But she's married, she wants to get married in October, she wants to lose 10 kgs by then. On which products is she, and did I pitch her for the 21-day challenge? So I would literally write that down so I can always have something to go back to, because I forget so many things, so I need to write everything down. Then what I do is I show them the various options. I tell them, okay, you can buy from me. And then sometimes if they do like a stamp or above, I would throw in an extra product, or I would give them 10% discount, or add a starter kit, the shaker, the scoop, and a measuring tape, and that little tablet holder. And I would tell them, listen, shipping is on me, because I always cover the shipping for my customers, especially if they're far. And then they also see, but I tell them shipping is about 80 Rand, and that's on me. So that is what I do. And then I also share about the discount option, but I try to tell them, listen, let me coach you for a month, and then you decide if you want to sign up or not. And because that's actually what I did. When I started, my coach told me, give me a month, start the products with me, and then you decide if it works for you. Obviously it's going to work because you're going to be the best coach ever. But then they sign up, and then they've got good product results. And you had a 1 month of really good retail, because the retail money is really, really nice to fund your own products. So what I do, and I learned this from Elsa, I pitch them the full program, and then I go down to where their budget is. So I would show them, this is the ultimate program. This is what I'm on at the moment. I'm on my Shake Tea Aloe Multifiber Protein. This is what the products do. And then after that, I would tell them, but let's talk about your budget. We can upgrade you next month, but let's start off with what you can afford now. Because I've had a lot of people that thought that they need 2,000 Rand a month to do Herbalife. You don't. If you can only afford a shake for now, you can get great results on that. But you will show them the value of the other products, and they'll make a plan. So yeah, I share the full picture, also depending on the person in front of me. So I would always, if it's someone like I had the other day, a lady, and she came and I could really see that she's interested in knowing a little bit more about the different levels of the marketing plan, but her goal is just to lose weight. She doesn't want to do the business. But I saw that she's intrigued with getting higher discount levels. So I showed her up to about active supervisor level. But after that, I just showed her the benefits of getting members, and I invited her to an HOM. She actually attended and thought it's quite cool. So yeah, I'm curious about what she's going to do. But I told her, in Herbalife, I start with results, because if you get results, the business almost flows in automatically, because you get excited about what's happening in your body. Also, you can skip to the next one. So now, I think this is the most important part, and this is what I love about the video Elsa just played. And this is actually what my coach did exceptionally well. Charlene is really, really good with follow-up. She constantly messaged me, asking me to send her photos of what I eat. She booked a date every week with me to see and check in with me. So that is very nice if you have people close to you. I have now at the moment, in COVID times, we didn't do this a lot, but now I've got a Tuesday and a Wednesday where I only scan people. So I literally have a block from 4 to 7, and I tell my customers, if you want to come scan, this is my open times, book your slot in that time. And then I've got people popping in, popping out. So now I don't have to drive around after everyone, because that's what I did in the beginning. I'm a little bit cleverer now. And what's nice is if they come to me, I can sample the savory shake. I can sample another tea and aloe. I can show them what's on my cupboard. So they might even upgrade while they're here. So at the moment I do that. But when I have a brand new person, I do daily follow-ups with them, at least for the first 2-3 weeks, even up to a month, like daily, checking in. How did you prepare your shake? Not if you drank your shake, how did you prepare it? Because obviously we teach them how to, but they never do it right the first few times. So making sure that when they do PDM, they don't do milk as well if they're on a weight loss program. Because I've had customers doing that, and they make these bomb shakes with all the yogurt and the bananas and almonds. And I'm like, are you on a weight gain or what are you doing here? That's not what I said. But so you guys, people don't listen. So make sure that you follow up. I send them videos on how to mix the shake, how to mix the tea and the aloe, how to mix the tasty trio, how does your day look, and a meal plan immediately, so that they have a shopping list. The meal plans and the videos is in the Coach Basics, guys, in the Telegram group. So it's nothing special that I send them. I literally send them the stuff the team has. And then I make sure they know how to prepare their products. And then I try to slot them into a bigger picture and the bigger structure. Because on a 21-day challenge, I've had so many people upgrading with more products because they've seen other people in the challenge use it. And then they would ask me, why didn't you tell me about this? And then that's actually why I use the challenges. That's one of the biggest reasons, because they see, oh my word, that person is drinking a Herbalife iced coffee. What's that? This person is eating a protein bar. What's that? Obviously, I told them about it, but they weren't ready to listen, or they didn't hear that time. And then with people getting results, like within the first week, I've started to learn. My upline Elsa has told me so many times to ask for referrals. I always feel too bad to do it, but now I do it. I say, listen, your results are amazing. Don't you want to help someone else achieve it as well? Don't you know of a few people? I just changed my wording, not me wanting something, but me actually just wanting to help. So that's how I follow up my people. What I also started doing, I'm literally going through my whole product lover group in my team as well, is I'm sending them a personal message saying, hi there, I'm starting a customer coaching list. I'm going to just make a broadcast list because I'm eating properly. So I'm now going to share with my team personally, and I actually got the idea from Elsa, that I'm going to have this huge broadcast list. I've already got 5 confirmed people today that said, yes, I want to know what you eat. So I'm literally just going to slot them into the broadcast list, and they're going to see what I eat. And hopefully in that way, I can maybe encourage them to either get onto the products again, because some of them aren't even using the products anymore. But I'm doing it in any case. So it might get them or not, it might get them not, but I think it's going to be awesome. I think I've got one more slide, and then, yeah. So a few things that you guys might need or want to do. These are my phrases I use when I want to, like, you need that last phrase. I know one of the people, so also is it you that says, so which flavor am I ordering you? Or whose phrase is that? I don't know, I can't remember. But someone, like, when they're done with their whole presentation, says, okay, what flavor is your favorite? Which one can I order for you? But mine is, listen, let's try this for a month, just 1 month. And then I'll stand back and you can decide. And people are usually willing to give it a go for a month, because they've tried everything and now they're with you, and you tell them, I'm the difference. I'm your coach. I'm the difference. So you might have tried Herbalife in the past, but you didn't have me as your coach. Just make sure you coach that person properly. Okay. Why not invest in your health? because a lot of people, yes, focused on weight loss and weight gain and all that, but if they start thinking of Herbalife not as a weight loss product or just a gaining product and just a healthy product, then they sometimes switch their minds as well. Let me invest in my health because then I'll take out a little bit more money. I share with them the meal per serving. So if you go work it out full price, 2 scoops of shake mix and 1 scoop of protein mix, that's now like your basic, is only 35 Rand a meal, and that's full price. That's not on 25 or 35 or 50% discount. So where can you find that? You're not even McDonald's anymore, and you're full, you are feeling great. And if the people start thinking, oh no, it's not expensive, 35 Rand is actually affordable, then they'll order a shake in the PDM because then that replaces the milk. And I tell them, listen, you will feel better, you will have more energy. What do you have to lose? Nothing. And just a tip that I can give to you guys is when you start talking to someone, always find that pain point, that thing that really hurts. Like today, I had a lady. She bought a program about a few months ago, but she really didn't give it her all. And I gave her a little bit of a break, and I told her, "You come back when you're ready." This morning, she messaged me. She said, "Coach, I'm sorry, I'm back, and I'm ready to listen." It was actually her words. And she said, "I'm getting married in October, and I really, really need you. And you really need to take my hand with this thing." And I said, "Let's go." So she ordered a new product. She already bought a ticket for the 21-day challenge. Also, you'll see. And her pain point is the fact that she's feeling bloated and lethargic, and she's getting married, and she really wants to look her best. And then from there, if your why is big, then I can work with her and really guide her along the way. And when she gets lost in track, then I can just revert her back to why she started. So yeah. Elsa, anything else that we're good? I'm really excited about this speaker.
Okay, thank you so much. So over to our next speakers, Peter and Sandra Lowe, Global Expansion Team from Oudtshoorn. They have been in our top 10 producers for the last 15 years, 20 years. So, and I know they are amazing with follow-up. So over to Sandra and Peter Lowe.
Hi, everybody. I already did such a good training that all I can show is there's our story right in front of you. We started 23 years ago on this farm, right in the middle at the top. And if you see the ages of our kids, the youngest was only 8 years old, and the oldest standing next to me was about 13 or 14 years old. And then to the right of that was how many years later? 2015.
2015.
Yes, 2015. All 5 of us were running in the mountains close to Karlitsdorp, a 10-kilometer race that day. And if you see how they've grown, and all of them, and I just want to add very clearly that when we started out with Herbalife, we were absolutely not interested at that stage. But our kids had some health issues that our sponsor said, but give them this shake, it's vitamins. And they had such lovely results that everything started from there. Peter never had any, he can tell his own story, but he lacked energy. And on this photograph with him on the bike, he was doing an Attakwas mountain bike race from just outside Oudtshoorn to Grootbrak, 120 kilograms, kilometers on his 58th birthday. That was. And then this photo of me with my niece at the left. This day we also ran in the Attakwas. It was a mountain trail run event that we had. And also, I want to tell you, we are really blessed with our kids. You can see them on the picture there. The gifts they give us for birthdays are event tickets. the last event that we took part in just before COVID hit last year was a multi-stage 2-day event at McGregor that we both took part in over 2 days. At this age, I could not do this when I had that white jersey on, hiding behind a meerkat, behind my little son. I think many people will relate with that. Always not wanting to be in a photograph. And I just, before Peter goes into the training, want to share with you guys, after we've started using the products, I was walking in the R one day, and a friend of mine who was a policeman saw me walk. And he said to me, "What happened to you? Whatever that was, I want 2 sets." And those were in the days of what were they called? There were 6 programs in a CPAC. Remember, Elsa?
ABC packs.
CPACs. 2 CPACs. He did not know what it was, but they saw me, they saw the result, and that was what he ordered. And that's what got us started in the business. And then a couple of years later, we decided to go full time on this. And since then, we've been living in Oudtshoorn. And that's the long and the short of our story, more or less.
Okay, so over to the training. Hi, Peter. There you go. Let me move these faces. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, and as Sandra said, the first and most important part is fall in love with the products.
Yes.
And your product result. That's where the business starts if you want to do business. Obviously, most of us on this call wants to do business. That's what why we are here. And that made us, I will show you some names later on of people still using the products after many years.
20 plus.
And yeah, and that's what happened to us, that kept us into the business. And nowadays, of course, we started using our list, our circle of influence. People saw us, people saw our children's results. And as Sandra said, that's how our business started. And nowadays, we also use social media to get into the cold markets. We use the trainers like Fraser Brooks, Simon Chan, Eric Worry, who train us in using social media. And that's not becoming a social media consumer. That's becoming a contributor to social media, meaning add value to your circle of influence, your contacts on social media. Also referrals. We make use of referrals, ask for referrals. Broadcast groups. We have different broadcast groups. I usually work with the business side of the business, Sandra with the customers. Branding. Our vehicle is branding. We wear branded clothes wherever we go. And nowadays we have branded, what do you call it?
Maskers.
Masks, buffs that we use.
Like branded buffs.
So anybody talking to you will see the branding. And also the win-back campaigns. When you're longer in the business, some of the members become inactive, and now and then Herbalife launches a win-back campaign, and it's a great way to get them back on the products again, and even sometimes on a higher discount. And then we use the DTC activities of our team, Elsa's team. We don't like to, we don't have the time or the knowledge or the, what you call, to do our own thing. We slot them in to the greater activities, the 21-day challenge, the breakfast club, and also the pay it forward that's running now. So that's how we basically activate our distributors. And with a follow-up, actually, that first sentence, sell them what they want, but give them what they need. That's a great sentence that I got from a book that I'm reading now on marketing. And that basically means give them what they need. That's what the follow-up is for. They want the products because they want the results. But you as the coach must give them what they need. They don't know what they need. But you as a trained coach must apply that. The follow-up, the recipes, the videos, all that stuff that Amuri mentioned, to help them to get results and to help them to stay on the programs. And as they say, we heard that from Jim Rohn, the fortune is in the follow-up, and have different approaches. A lead is not the same, your follow-up on a lead is not the same as for a prospect or for a customer or for a distributor. They need different information, different approach, use different words, questions. So, and you might say, how can we learn all those stuff? You will learn it along the way. That's why we also say, beklemtoon, what is the word?
Emphasize.
Emphasize personal development.
Yeah.
Learn how to ask questions, better questions, to get better answers. And was that one customer distributor? Yeah. And teach them how to tell their story. It's very important. Even customers, learn them, teach them how to tell the story, what to say, what not to say, what's important to say, what's not important to say. And again, plug them into the support systems. Everything is on Telegram, some on WhatsApp, but I would recommend that you use the Telegram, Telegram groups, because you can scroll back on the channels. And then a last, the hunter versus farmer point that I want to mention. Approach everyone as a farmer, not as a hunter. A hunter is out to get someone, to get the prey, versus a farmer is there to nourish and to grow and support until harvest time. So I will also urge you to get the audio of Jim Rohn about the parable of the sower. That's a great audio to listen to nourish that farmer attitude versus a hunter. Okay.
Great, thank you. You want to share some numbers here?
Yeah, it's actually not about the numbers, it's more about the names. This is a screenshot of today, the names. I just want to show you what happened with appropriate and proper follow-up. AB Brits, the top one you'll see, was in our third or fourth line. Fifth line. It's now first line. Still using the products. AB is 22 years in the business. And second one, Irma de Villiers, was a lead from the stall that they had at the KKNK, the Arts Festival in Oudtshoorn, 8 years ago. That's her monthly orders. Marlene Jacobs was a second line. She's now first line. Annelie Blighnoot was or is a weight loss challenge customer. Kobus Du Plessis.
20 years, 20 plus.
Yeah, they are 17 years in the business, or not in the business, customers. All these people are customers at this stage. You was with me, friend of mine on the university. Hildegard Brewer, sports customer. Johan Loupscher, Weight Loss Challenge. Sachi Schultz is the youngest, but also the oldest. She is only 3 years in the business, but our oldest distributor. Erika Jacobs, one of our first, 21 years in the business. And Cecile Creer was or is first line now. Her mother actually signed up under AB.
Yeah.
And she moved up.
The thing is, guys, what we want, why we show you this is, somebody asked us, how is it possible that we have a constant, more or less a constant monthly flow of product loving distributors, members buying their products? This is where they come from. They've come with us from many years ago, and they're still there because they love the products. And if I can summarize what the two of us want to share with you guys, is we actually only have one job as a coach, and that is to help our customer to fall totally, completely, madly in love with their products. Because if they are madly in love with the products, you've got a customer for life. Just look at these.
Yeah.
I get goosebumps when I think of that. Thank you, Clark.
Thank you, guys. We've got an amazing lady coming up. She's only been in the business since January, when senior consultant in February, and she qualified supervisor basically in a 1 month, from senior consultant to supervisor in 3 weeks. She's a major retailer, and she is amazingly good, do great follow-up with her customers. Over to you, Renee. I just put a few questions to sort of guide you. You know what you want to say. We went through quite a bit of the information. So over to you.
Thank you, Elsa. Good evening, everybody. I hope my sound is coming across clearly.
Yes, you're great. You're great.
So actually, I started the business. Just a quick background about myself. I'm in my 40s, turning 43 this year. I have always been into fitness, but I only came across Herbalife products. Actually, I came across it and I was like, these products can't be as good as these people make it out to be. So I was on other products. I didn't get the results that I wanted. If you look at the picture where I'm in the grey top at gym, my goal was actually to gain lean muscle, but I was bulking up. So it was the wrong products and the wrong advice that I was getting on. So I started eventually with Herbalife in January. And if you look at the second picture, I've leaned down so much and I have lean muscle going that my biceps are popping, but I'm still too shy to show them. So long story short, my personal experience with the products have been so amazing that I decided to do the business then quite earnestly in February. To date, I have 28 clients. And actually, just before I came onto the meeting, I just got 3 referrals while I was on WhatsApp. So 3 of my existing clients referred 3 people to me that I need to follow up with tomorrow. So my customers, my initial customers that I got was from my lists, the list that I made. And so these are people in the circle of my influence, and they responded, and all I did was share my story. And in my first 2 weeks of the products, I lost 5 kilograms and I lost over 14 centimeters. That was in January going into February. At the end of February, I lost a further, it came up to about over 30 centimeters. So I didn't lose more weight, but I lost the centimeters. So I was really gaining that lean muscle. And I just started sharing my story. and slowly sharing the products. And when I engage with the customer, so I would just kind of share my story. People would contact me, and I would listen with empathy. I think the key for me when you're busy with a customer is not to think of them as customers, but actually to think of them as clients. Because if you look at the client versus customer definition, a client is someone who is there for a service, a professional service, and who is somebody who will become loyal to you, and a customer is a once-off transaction. And in this business, we want people to have wonderful permanent lifestyle changes. And obviously, as business builders, we want to have retail clients who are loyal. So that's the first point I want to get across is I look at my customers as clients and not just once-offs. So I provide a service as best as I can. When they are interested, I ask them permission to ask them questions. So I will always say it is health related, and it is normally either via a voice call or WhatsApp or via social media. Or if I do speak to them in person, we set up a meeting, I always ask them permission to ask them about their weight or their comorbidities or the things like that. Because in this field that we are in, people are quite vulnerable about their health. So whether they need to gain muscle or whether they need to lose weight or whether they need more energy, it is a pain point. So it is something that causes discomfort, and we are the problem solver. So we have to treat them with empathy. And this person, this client will then trust you with their journey. So I ask them things like, what is your age? What is your goal? I try to work out their BMI with the information that they are comfortable to give me. I ask them about their family situation, so that I kind of understand all the dynamics and I know what service to provide. So it's not just about the products. Yes, the products is the star of the show, but if you want loyal clients and clients who are going to give you referrals and clients who are then going to turn into distributors and good distributors, you have to provide a brilliant service from the get-go. And I like what Peter said where, and I actually wrote it down where you approach them as a farmer and not a hunter. So you're not in it for the sale, but you are in it for the service. And that will end up bringing you retail and profit and will build your business. So when they're interested, I obviously go for what also refers to the flagship, but I would say this is your ideal program, the stamp. I would ask them, can you afford it? So this is basically, and I always go for the big canister, the vanilla canister. So my sell point there is you get more bang for your buck. You can add spinach, you can add berries, blah, blah, blah. So it's more versatile. And if hubby is interested, let him get the flavor shake. Or if wife is interested, let her get a flavor shake. So it's an add. So if they can't afford the stamp product, then I will start with the shake and the tea. But I would first ask them, can you tolerate the milk, the lactose in the milk? If you can't, then obviously shake PDM and the tea. And that would be my basic. So I always start with the stamp as recommended. And I think all of us have that approach and work their way down to what is affordable. I have a client who just buys teas from me, but what I do with her is I deliver teas and I put in a sample of a protein bar, and now she's going to order protein bars from me. So I gave her 2 teas and I put in a choc peanut protein bar, and she's like, I love this, I want this. So now she's going to order that. So sampling works. And I follow up daily. So what I like to do is I like to go to the customer's house or the client's house if I can, because I like to sense the dynamic with the family. So who is the enabler in terms of the negative lifestyle? and who is the supportive person. What is the dynamics of the children? You know, is there a luxury cupboard that is going to trip this person up? How honest are they about what their actual eating habits are? And I try and get the whole family involved. So if the wife is starting with it, I will tell the husband, you know, it's really important to her. So it's important that you support her, whether you believe in it or not. Give her a month. So you're giving her a month and she's giving the product a chance. So you work on that relationship between your clients within their family. And I will follow up. How's it going today? How's it going with your son who had a test last week? Was that test difficult? Because that was mentioned during the discussion. So when you engage with your clients, it's not always about the shake and the results or whatever. How are you feeling today? How was the checkup with the doctor last week? How's your daughter doing? So I actually have notes about each client because you cannot remember everything about each client. So I try to make it as person-centered as possible. So what has been happening is my clients actually do not go on the 21-day challenge. I think I only had one on the 21-day challenge, but also I'm only in the business for 3 months. At the end of this month, it'll be 3 months. So my clients are still quite new. They're still quite shy, but they've been seeing amazing results. So I share their results anonymously with my other clients. So I will show the profile, screenshot the profile, but I'll take the name out. And I'll say, look at the body fat percentage, how that dropped. Look at how the centimeters dropped. Look at this and look at the time period. And then also, so if they can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And to keep the formula simple for them. So if you tripped up, it's okay. Tomorrow it's another day. Drink your water, have some fiber tomorrow morning, have your fiber drink, you know, pick up where you left off. Because I believe that there's a difference between a distributor and a coach. And a Herbalife coach provides an excellent service. A distributor will just sell. That's what my understanding of it is. And I've had people who came to me and said that I was sold 3 teas and said that it was going to give me amazing results. And I said, yes, it will give you energy and it is a great antioxidant, but that on its own won't achieve results. So go for the shake, the tea and the aloe. Try that for a month and then you come and tell me. And then those people end up buying the stamp the next month or halfway through the month, because within the first 2 weeks you already see results. So when another thing that I wanted to bring about is when somebody is already engaging with you, they already made the decision to take action. What they need is someone who will hold their hand firmly, and Amaury spoke about that nicely earlier on. It's where you make the decision as a coach to hold this person's hand firmly and walk that journey with them. And when they become more confident, you kind of let go slowly and start to let them make their decisions. So I'm not going to train with you this week, but come and join us on our walk club. So what I've started to do now on a Saturday morning is my hikes or my beach walks. So my clients who have been with me since February, I'm now saying, look, I've given you your ab workouts. I've shown you how to do your cardio. So now we're going to do a 10K walk, but we're going to do it at your pace. So we go in a group. It's a social. They get to mingle with other people. And then it's also a nice place to sample. I gave out the soy snack on Saturday. So now I'm getting orders for the soy snack as part of the hike on Saturday. So I'm not sure if there are any questions at this point. I could ramble on and on.
No, we are. That was amazing. Thank you, Renee. So many great tips we got. We are already running on 47 minutes, and I just have a few things that I also would like to share, and just quickly going through the promotions. But I want to say, you know, for somebody that's been around Herbalife, I know that you have been for years in your background there to serve people and to support people. I know you've got a customer that's started at 230 Ks, and that is a special, you know, that is a special journey that you have to walk with those people. So well done, super proud, and thank you for the value that you also add to the team, you know, also in your posts, etc. So really excited about your journey forward. I want to know how much money you made last month.
So last month, in total, it's over 30,000 Rand. Last month was over 20,000 Rand. So the first month was about 6,000. March was a really good month, over 20,000. And if I add them all three together to date, it's just over 30,000 Rand.
Well done. Okay, so we're showing the team how to make 10K. You saw me doubling that, so amazing. Well done. Okay. You wanted to say something?
Yes, I just wanted to say, and then I forgot now.
Oh, you forgot now.
Okay,
So
I'll type it in the chat if I remember. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Great, thank you so much. And I think it was so nice for everybody to see, you know, somebody that's been around for a long time. Marie, 6 years, 7 years, and Renee's like a newbie. So, you know, everybody can relate. They sometimes think we've got so much experience. Yeah, so I'm going to just show mine very, very short. A lot of the things that we do have been covered. But for me, the first thing always starts with your own results. Get a new result. If you feel like you're not in shape completely, get back on the products, do another 10 days, do a 7 days, do a detox, do a 3-day trial pack, but get excited about your own results again. Make sure you package your story properly. People relate to you, and that is what you are selling all the time. You are selling yourself all the time, and you're selling your own service all the time. And use as many products as you possibly can afford. If you are still buying your hair shampoo and your face cream and your body lotion at another store, you've got to really look at it. This is your business. You want to support your business. If somebody says, what are you using on your skin? And you are using another name, that will be business suicide. So really, it's important for you to be a product of the product. And that's, I can't say enough. Whenever somebody's business is a little bit down, I always first say, how are you doing on the products? So it always starts with the products. I've done a flow chart of mine. It's got a lot of information. My son said I'm crazy to have it all on one page, but I thought I can share this again. So I'm not going to go through it all. All I can just say, it's consistency. It is just being out there all the time. I'm definitely not the social media queen. For me, it's very much still circle of influence, WhatsApp status, showing results, promoting the challenges, the 10 days, the breakfasts, and the broadcasts on my WhatsApp. So lots of existing people in my phone, going back to them, taking some names again, talking to them personally, not just always WhatsApping in groups, but sending a voice note. I think you will love this. Using their name personally. So sometimes not just sending it in the group, go look at the people in that group and do a personal message, maybe to 10 of them, using their name at the start. The more personal you are, the better your response will be. I find results is probably the one thing that I get the best response from. I also use, obviously, when you do the status to your WhatsApp, it goes to your Facebook immediately. I'm still very much learning there, but for me, I'm posting to my own page and to the community pages. I've had good response from the community pages around me. So just in my surrounds, I will always copy those things. I've got my car branded. I've got a sign in front of my house I've got school traffic in front of me. I got another new client last week, somebody that, you know, they see the sign. So make sure that your neighborhood know that you are the Herbalife person in the block, that, you know, they know that you are there. Very much still working referrals, asking for referrals, and it's important to ask for the referrals up front. So saying, listen, when you have great results, would you mind to give me some referrals? So we all can get better on asking referrals. People love to do that, and that's why I love the Pay It Forward. Just got 3 new customers now from the Pay It Forward, and my new lady that I saw this morning, super excited, already saying she's doing not the 6 days, but she wants to do it over 3 days, and she's already, her friend that recommended her did the 21 days, so she's already telling me she's going to do it 21 days. So, you know, that's the beauty of a referral. They trust you because the coach or the person that referred them is already trusting you as a person. Direct approach when you're going out for coffee, you know, always when there's somebody friendly saying, by the way, you know, have you ever heard of Herbalife Nutrition, or give them a compliment, talking to people as you are out there. Sampling, whenever somebody comes to see you for something completely different, you always take out your L&T, do a sample, give a bar, that all the time. Then obviously the leads from the company we get, and then Google ads being in your area so that people know that you're Herbalife. If they're looking on Google for Herbalife search, they will find you. And then also last, LinkedIn. I can't really put it there because I don't do it that consistently enough, but I've got a supervisor from LinkedIn. I've got a couple of clients from LinkedIn. So everything works if you work. But for me, the most important thing is when people respond to your ad, or you get a lead in, respond back to them within, if you can, within the first hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's about how fast you actually respond back to them. And when you respond, it's always live, then Herbalife. I love the forming techniques, pretty much what most of you guys say. Talk to them about their life, their family, occupation, recreation, message. What have they tried before the normal script of Herbalife? Why didn't it work for you? And are you now specifically, is there a reason, something that you want to do it now? And what body results are you looking for? And then I do a wellness evaluation. And sometimes when somebody comes to see me, I sit down. Often it's just a blank piece of paper. I keep it very simple, like Amri said. And you can see their patterns, what they're doing wrong. Or you can do it through WhatsApp, or you can send them the little questionnaire on WhatsApp and chat with them through that. But for me, the important thing with a wellness evaluation is they see their own patterns. They see where they go wrong. And I also ask if they are currently using supplements. Are they already using a multivitamin? Are they using something already? And you know what they are spending on that. And if you're in a position where you can scan them, it's great to see the numbers, and they can understand the whole difference between weight, muscle mass, body fat, explaining that to them. And then explaining that you want them to have healthy weight loss. And most of you have already explained, do the flagship and then breaking it down to what they feel they can afford, investing in their health. So for me, Shake TPDM is like my start. And so I like to say, this is my flagship. Let's look at what you can afford. These are like essential. I need to fix your food and your hunger, and I don't want you to have tummy issues. So this is really like the minimum. But if you want energy, if you want to have your tummy sorted, then they feel like a loss if they can't take it. So, but again, I say to them, let's do it for 1 month at full price. And then, let's see how you're doing. We've got these options. And I always give a bar for free, something, nuts or something. And obviously, as they are there, they get an L&T. And that normally tells them that they can't go without the L&T when they are actually with you. And then in the follow-up, again, first, just personal, catching up with them daily, making sure that they mix their shakes the right way. I've got them in a broadcast group as well, and I lead a lot of them back to the different support structures we have. But in the beginning, really keeping that personal contact. either the 6-day trial, the paid forwards, WhatsApp, the 10 days. I love to bring them into the 10 days when they're not yet ready for the 21 days. But obviously in my ads on WhatsApp, etc., it's always the support structure that we have, so that they are plugged in, they are around everybody else with results. And like Amri says, they are selling each other there. I mean, my big business was built on weight loss challenges that we started in 2009. And for many years, that was like our driving way. We used to do those sessions live. The people got to know, they made friends, it was really a get together. So now we're doing the best we can to do it all online. And I'm very excited about the Breakfast Club, that we can really create a community there and make it work for us. It looks like we might have to get up even earlier to get more people to join us, the people that's got to do school runs, etc. But we are in trial and error there, but I just love it. So I'm very excited about Wednesday morning when we've got an open session. And then obviously as they have results, then they start having people, then they get signed up, etc. Some people want to sign up immediately, but I also like sometimes discourage them and say, let's just do it for a month. Let's see how you're doing. And then we'll go to the discount option. But if they are ready, or they really sound like they're very interested in the business as well, obviously you're not going to hold anybody back. Okay, so I just really ran through that, and obviously this is the how can I say, the flow that we are using as a team. I'm going to go into that. We're very excited about Wednesday morning. Our next challenge is starting on the 27th. The air fryer was so popular that I thought we'll bring it back. And if the person has already got a air fryer, I thought we could give them a choice between the blender and the air fryer. They basically cost the same. So I think when we get to the winner and they say, I have one already, then we'll chat about that. But again, here, the best responses is always when you share the results. So I like to use the results from the previous one. Status, just bombard it everywhere on your pages and to your existing customers. And then I will often go to a few people personally and say, I think it's time that you now should join. You have these people that's sitting there. I just counted today, I have 34 regular customers, and of those 10 is full retail, 9 is full retail, and 20 is 25%, and then I've got like 35%. They're too lazy to order through the company. They just want to get the stuff. So that brings me to at least 2,000 ppv per month, and then the rest is obviously the business that you're driving through members that are wanting to build a business. So it's really about being consistent and building up that customer base, which will always give you a very good cash flow. And that's what we want. This is our focus for the team, is to build those new members, build your business around the 10-10-10 plan. But the goal is to get you to earn more than 10,000 Rand a month. Part-time, full-timers, we want you to earn way more, and just really building your supervisor organization so that you could get that residual income happening. I'm not going to run through these numbers now. We're already running quite late. But the big focus is that we have clarity. We've got these great promotions that is supporting it all. We're going to Greece in October. I hope you guys are excited to come with us. We added another some money, to throw some money at you. If you are recruiting your 6 people a month and getting them activated, we'll throw another 1,000 Rand at you from Ace and myself. So 2,500 over 4 months out of the 6-month period, or 5,000. We'll give you travel money. We're going to have so much fun. We're very excited. We've already got Laverne that's qualified with a Khalifa right on the front side. So very excited about that. So Thursday night, it is our own Get to 5 Denise Loafsher that's going to be our special guest. So let's invite lots of people. And then this is a great promo, guys. You don't want to miss this lady's call. She is like next level, a 20K Isabel Abonkolo. That is agreed. I think it's the 4th of May. I just noticed, I think I've got this date wrong. So it's the 4th of May. Let's check that. And also we're going to get together for the LDW and watch it together in Stellenbosch. So we're very excited about that. We've got the dates for the year. We've set up with the promotions of a company. So all you have to do is just to decide what is your number. How many people are you going to have in which event? Okay, guys. Wow, sorry, we really went along with this, but I think it was so valuable to, get this retail tips from everybody. Let me just stop the share and we can see your faces. I hope, you guys got value in your retail, that we can help you to really make it happen, give value, be a coach to your customers so that they want to. I also have lots of customers that's been with me 22, 23, 25 years. So, and that is a relationship you build. They become your friends. And so, yeah, I love retail. And for me, to help somebody to get great results is still the best. I have Annette and a few that's lost 50 kilos and still maintaining. So super proud of those guys that get great results. Any questions from anyone? Can we open your mics and show some faces so that we can take a picture? So did you guys enjoy the call? You want to say thank you to the coaches?
Woohoo! Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes.
Hey, Miriam!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great training.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Bless you, Mickey.
I want to take off. How can I take it off now?
Okay, guys. See you tomorrow, Miriam.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.